Hi everyone, my name is Elisa Avanasova. I currently have my night routine going and mask and everything, but today I'll be sharing 3 of my coping items that help me manage my stress and relieve my stress in my day-to-day life. And then each one of these items do connect to my senses, and it plays a huge role in helping me calm my mind and regulate my emotions and truly reconnect with myself. So the first coping mechanism that I have is listening to music. It has been one of my biggest coping strategies, and it truly connects to my senses of hearing. And then depending on how I'm feeling, I change the genre. So for example, if I'm feeling peaceful, romantic, or dreamy, I'll listen to R&B or soul. And I love the song Love Song by Adele. And it really helps me stay grounded emotionally. Now, for example, when I'm working out, that's actually another coping mechanism that I'll be talking about later on. Songs like pop, rock, funk, it truly energizes me, and it reminds me of my childhood. A lot of times, me and my dad would play AC/DC together, so music generally helps me regulate my emotions quickly, and I listen to it every day. Working out. Working out is one of the most helpful coping mechanisms for me that I use. I usually work out anywhere 3 to 6 times a week. It connects to almost all of my senses, and it helps me manage stress with this program with psychology and also my in-person accelerated nursing school. And whenever I can do things like push-ups or pull-ups that many women struggle to do, I feel strong, capable, and truly in control, even though sometimes my academic reports say otherwise. Also touch. So when it comes to the gym, the things like gripping onto the grips on the dumbbell or the cold metal when I touch the treadmill, it really grounds me and brings me to the present moment. And it motivates me. Watching people push themselves and progressing in my hopefully bodybuilding goals. And the gym, it smells really familiar and refreshing. It's like a conditioned response for me. But once I walk through those doors, I know that there's work that needs to be done, and hearing everything, just the unbeat music or rhythms of my footsteps, it helps me release both mentally and physically. Now, my last coping mechanism is going to be watching my favorite movie. One of the simplest but most comforting coping mechanisms that I can do is watching a movie and just getting into bed at night after a really tough day. White Chicks actually is my favorite movie, and although it's not the most academic friendly movie to be talking about, but it is filled with laughter, and it's just good vibes for the next 2 hours that I watch it. And it helps me truly disconnect from stress. It engages my senses and sight. Hearing gives me complete mental break, and humor distracts my brain from overthinking and lets me truly reset emotionally. And even though it's a lighthearted and affecting coping mechanism, it works. Thank you.